Hey everyone, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Monday, February 12th to Tuesday, February 13th, 2018. I'm going to do both Monday and Tuesday for you because I did not give you a horoscope yesterday, so I'm going to start there. Now, what was going on yesterday at the very beginning, not at the very beginning of the day, excuse me, at noon, pretty early on, was we had the moon right here in Capricorn in a conjunction with Pluto. So of course the moon in Capricorn has us thinking a lot about our reputation, about our career, about where our life is going in some way. With the moon coming over Pluto, which is not a good spot. Moon doesn't like being in Capricorn, okay, and moon doesn't like Pluto either because Pluto rules Scorpio, where the moon also doesn't like to be. So lots of intense feelings coming up at noon. Maybe not feeling quite right here about your life, about where your life is going, about your reputation, about what people know you for in some way, and about all of the work that you're doing to put your life in the right place. Maybe feeling like you're not doing enough to put your life in the right place. Like all the things that you are doing maybe aren't working, feeling frustrated. A lot of times that could come in here with the moon on Pluto. Just lots of intense feelings coming up from beneath the surface about our life and where our life is going with the Capricorn influence coming in. That could be hard, okay, at noon. Now after that happens, after we have these deep, intense, hard feelings maybe about where our life is going, there is a pretty aspect that does come, although that doesn't make it any lighter, but there is a little bit of a prettier aspect that comes at 4 p.m. yesterday on February 12th. And that's when the moon, right after coming over Pluto, comes into a sextile over here with Jupiter. So I think yesterday, after having some intense feelings around lunchtime about your life, about where your life was going, about what direction you wanted it to go in, for better or for worse, I think when we get to 4 p.m. yesterday, we started to think, okay, now how can I make some changes? Now how can I maybe do some things differently now that I do or don't like the direction my life is going in, to change it to make it better? And how can I really understand some of these deep, intense feelings that are going on so that I can bring them into the light and so that I can heal them? All right, so that's what I saw going on yesterday at 4 p.m. Then after that happened at 10 p.m. yesterday night into this morning, we then had the moon move further through Capricorn and come into a square with Uranus and a sextile here with Chiron right around the same time. So after we're trying to start making some more changes once again to put our life in the right direction, to overcome any hard or intense feelings that we may have had, okay, and to heal any hard feelings as well, once we get to 10 p.m. at night, perhaps some unexpected things do come up. With Uranus being in Aries, maybe these unexpected things are about our identity, are about who we are. Maybe you do things to break free from old patterns and old situations that are hurting you, or maybe other people do unexpected things to you that start to come in at the end of yesterday and then into today. All right. They could be a little jarring and they could be a little bit hard, these unexpected things, because this is a square that's coming in and because this is Uranus, and maybe some unexpected thing here makes us reevaluate once again where we thought our life was going, changes the direction our life is going in some way that we then have to learn to integrate, okay? Even though these unexpected things that come up at the end of yesterday into today could be a little bit hard or unsettling, maybe it's some unexpected insight, I do think that in the end it is meant to help you again heal and to move forward to overcome some things from the past with the sextile to Chiron coming in. Okay, going on. And I think what was going on yesterday is we're trying to figure out where life is going, having some very intense feelings about it for better or for worse, trying to change our life so that we don't have so many intense feelings coming in here, and then perhaps some unexpected things occurring at the nighttime that could be a little bit hard and could be a little bit difficult, but again are meant to help you figure out what's going wrong in your life so that you can constantly overcome it again and again and move forward. All right. So that's what I see going on for you yesterday. Then when we get into today, the moon, after doing all of that, enters Aquarius right here at 8 a.m. where you can see the moon here in this chart. And what that does is it brings our attention more now to where our life is going, our goals, our dreams for the future. It also brings our attention to groups of people, friends, being out and about with friends, being out and about with people becomes a big thing here with Aquarius. going on. And then just trying to get in touch with who you are, relax into your own identity. I think that's a thing that also comes up with Aquarius. So after we've been really intense the past 2 days with the moon in Capricorn, where it does not like to be, maybe feeling a little bit restricted here about our life, about where our life is going, about our reputation, the moon moves into Aquarius, which I think is a little bit more expansive, likes to take a step back, likes to detach from things, and likes to see a little bit of the big picture going on. And I think that's what we're trying to figure out today, okay? So that's going to happen from what, 8 a.m. until midnight. The moon's not going to make any aspects for the day once it comes into Aquarius. All right, so that could be a hard thing. I don't think it'll be as bad perhaps as it was when it was in Capricorn, because when the moon's in Capricorn it doesn't like to be there. But I do think that for most of the day it may be hard for us to do things, to get things done, and to make things happen with the moon in Aquarius not making any aspects here in some way, okay? And I think the message is not to fight it here, not to be super regimented, make sure you're getting things done. But I think today is a good day to spend some time thinking about your life, trying to understand where you want it to go, trying to think about your future and what you want for your future, and go that way. Maybe today is also a good day to be out and about with friends too, and to socialize as well, instead of trying to put in a lot of work to make things happen, okay? So I think that's what's going on there today for most of the day. Now, after you spend all that time here with the moon not doing anything, then at midnight, at the very, very end of today, it then comes in a sextile over here with Mars in Sagittarius in the ninth. Well, it's the solar ninth house. So after we spent all day just kind of hanging out here, trying to envision our life, think about our goals, think about where we want our life to go, maybe socializing with friends, I think there is an opportunity here at midnight to start to see things differently, see things in a new way, to envision a new life for yourself, to open up some doors for your life that perhaps you didn't think of or you didn't see before. I also think with the sextile to Mars coming in at the nighttime that there's also an opportunity to understand your life better, to make sense of your life better, and to move forward, okay? So I see a lot of that going on. I see yesterday being a little bit of a hard day, a little bit of an intense day, having to make a lot of changes, deal with some hard feelings that came up. And then I see today a little bit more of a chill kind of day, seeing the big picture, taking a step back so that at the nighttime, very, very end of today, midnight, we can start to feel much better once again, understand our lives better, get more excited about life, and see our life in new and different ways, okay? So that's what I'm going to leave with you there. Then other stuff going on in the background is that we have Venus coming into a sextile with Saturn right here. This is actually a pretty good aspect happening, going on. I think anything that we can do to figure out our career, to figure out where our life is going, to put our life in the right spot, I think it's going to bring us that inner peace of mind. I think it's going to help us understand our relationships better, work better with other people coming in, understand who we need in our life, and start to bring them more towards us and to include them more in our life here. So I think there's a lot going on. And I think vice versa, anything we can do to be more comfortable with our relationships, to understand people better, to work with people better as well, also giving us more of an opportunity to start to feel like we're doing things we need to do, we're putting our life in the right place, and we're putting ourselves more at ease in the process, okay? So we've got that going on there. We also do have Mars coming into a square over here with Neptune. So as we're trying to, you know, figure out where our life is going, work with other people to achieve some things that are important to us. Maybe there's some confusion as well about some new thing we're doing. Maybe we're trying to work with people to create the life direction that we want, and maybe this career that we want is new, is different, we haven't done it before, and maybe that's a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe that's what we're confused about here, is even though working with people and putting our life in the right place is a good thing, maybe we're confused about how exactly we go ahead moving forward doing these kind of things. That's coming in, and I think the message is to not worry if you're confused. You know, we can't have the answers all the time. Sometimes you have to walk blindly and then the answers will come, okay? And to keep moving forward. I think maybe if you listen to your intuition again, and maybe explore your options and be more creative as well, that it could help you start to feel better doing some new things that maybe you know you need to do that you haven't done before that are a little bit uncomfortable. All right, so we have that there. We also have Mercury and the Sun coming into a conjunction too, so lots of thinking, lots of communication here, especially about your life and where your life is going. I think you're just trying to figure all this out. You're thinking about these big questions of life here. Where is my life going? Who am I? Who do I want to be known for? Okay, and I think we're just trying to make sure that we can bring it all together. We can have the life that we want. We can feel comfortable in our life, but at the same time having to deal with some new things we haven't done before, not knowing what we're doing because this is new. Okay, and really needing to figure out here how we can get a plan and get a strategy in place even if we aren't quite sure how to do it. Okay, and to not be afraid to, you know, to try to figure things out even if a lot is still unclear. All right, so we have that going on there. While the Sun and Mercury are coming into a conjunction, we also have Mercury here in a square with Jupiter, and of course the Sun coming into a sextile with Uranus. So as we're thinking about our life and where our life is going, also having some deep feelings again come up, some intense changes, some uncomfortable changes we're having to make in life so that we can put our life in the right direction. That could be a little bit hard coming in as we're feeling uncomfortable doing something new. Okay, but needing to make the changes and make the adjustments to your life so that you can really move forward on a new goal, on a new dream, putting your life in the right spot and feeling much better about it. Okay, and I think after you make these changes in life, that could be a little bit hard, and after you deal with some of this other more confusing stuff, then the insights are going to start to come with Uranus. Okay, but really needing to fight through some confusion here, especially now that we're coming into a dark moon before the solar eclipse. Really needing to not be afraid if you don't know the answers yet, okay, because they will come, and because I think there are lots of answers and insights that are on their way to you eventually if you just don't give up now. All right, so that's what I'm going to leave for you there today. Now your card for the day is the Three excuse me, it's the Three of Pentacles reversed. This to me is a card of, I like to see it of gifts and talents. It's a pentacle. So I like to see it as maybe you have a lot of gifts and talents, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of things that you're good at, and I think this card comes up when you don't know what you're good at, you don't know how to use it, you don't know how to put all of your gifts and skills and talents together to create something of value that other people want and respect. Okay, and I think what this is a message of, I want to say, is not to force things with this card, to not like get down on yourself, especially with the astrology, if you haven't quite hit your stride. You know, if you don't have the respect and the notoriety or whatever that you're looking for, I think be patient. Okay, it will come, you just need time to figure it out. I also think with this card too, that asking for advice, looking to other people, like this to me is a card as well as collaboration. Like your success doesn't come alone, your success comes from working with other people and from getting the advice of other people and trying to figure out what they want, okay, and building a success with others. And I think that's a big thing coming in, of course, with Venus and Pisces here in a good spot. Rely on your relationships, especially, I think, to help give you the clarity that you need. And of course, with all these planets as well, moving into Aquarius, which is the sign of the collective, saying most of your success is going to come now, not from you charging the way, doing what you want. Most of your success is going to come here from you taking a step back to make sure that the other people in your life are cared for and that you yourself can fit in with them in kind of a harmonious way moving forward. Okay, since the 11th house also does rule friends, so maybe needing to rely on friends in your life and other people so that you can get more of the answers that you need and have more of the support too that you need to feel much better doing what needs to be done and navigating some of these maybe a little bit confusing, frustrating times before the eclipse comes later this week. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.